Alrighty, what is going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to the channel for another market update. Hope everybody's having a lovely day. And with that being said, let's get into the TA. All right, guys. So we had some pretty crazy volatile price action today, and it came out of nowhere. All right. I mean, it didn't come out of nowhere, but what the heck is this thing? Why did you recover? Like, I'm just saying, guys. So this was a straight up trap. I do think we are going higher from here. No surprise there. Guys, we have a hammer candlestick off of heavy volume. We have the monthly OPEX tomorrow, March 15th. I do think we're probably going to go up higher. I still think we're going to take out 518, just judging by how buyers just keep, guys, they keep printing all these hammer candlestick prices clearly wanting to go higher. Buyers want to drive price higher at this point in time. So that's what I want to start the video off with. But we do have this rising wedge here. So I don't know how much higher you're going to end up going. The top of this, if you were going to hit it on, we'll say Monday, would be like 523-ish. Okay. If we were to hit it tomorrow, some craziness, but monthly OPEX, you know, it's probably, the volume is probably going to be higher than this. So I wouldn't be surprised if you do go higher and put in, you know, guys, like people. So I'm actually going to talk about this right now. People think this is a blow off top. Guys, this is not a blow off top. All right, blow off top is when you do something like that and then you kind of die off, like this. All right, when you have this one final push. Right now, guys, we're kind of just trekking higher, and you see what I'm saying? Blow off top is going to be like, boom, you do that, and then like you have like a, or maybe you have like an gap up. So let's look at it this way. Oh, Jesus, look at that. This would be blow off top. You get a big move up here, but just follow the arrow, okay? So you gap up. So you're going to start your candlestick right here. You gap up. Let's say you finish the day out there, and you have a big, filthy, fat, nasty gap down somehow, and you have an island reversal. You don't have to have an island reversal, right? But let's just pretend like you had a gap up right here the day after. Right here, you somehow went higher. You went to like 526 up here. And then boom, you gap down. Well, right here and right here, there's nothing. All right, so let's say we don't gap up tomorrow. Let's do that. All right, right here's the island reversal. That is your blow off top right here. But we're not, this is not a blow off top. So people just know if you are referring to it as a blow off top. This, what we have right here, beautifully drawn before our eyes. All right, this guy is a blow off top right there. Okay. But yeah, I do think we're going higher. We have a hammer candlestick over here in SPY. We do have QQQ just getting real tight over here. But again, you just have a bunch of these lower wicks. And, you know, guys, typically when we do get these large lower wicks, we go higher. And these dips just will get, you know, eaten up. Doesn't have to be the case, but I do think it is looking like that is going to be the case. It doesn't necessarily look bearish. You come over here, if you put extended hours on, you do have this large wick right there, and you do have that large hammer candlestick right there. So it doesn't necessarily look the worst. Now, I am going to keep this video short. I'm just going to, you know, make my case for why, like, guys, I think we have a big bounce right around the corner. I think chips are about to have a good time. Like, go with the chips. I think you're going to have a good time. Good time. Look at this thing. This thing looks beautiful, okay? Go against the chips, bad time. You go tech when you're supposed to chip, you're gonna have a bad time. If anybody gets that reference, leave it down in the comments. That's funny. That's funny. That could be a meme. All right. Right here, guys, though, 4-hour hammer candlestick coming right off of your break and retest. Like, you have some charts just looking like they're probably going to end up holding. All right, Avgo, you're just kind of holding right here. I think you're setting like bear traps, and you know I did do that. In reality, we come all the way down here, and maybe it's going to be a dead cat bounce. All right, and you go like that. You know, I'm just putting it out there. I think we're probably going to be moving higher. Okay, you got Goog doing this thing right here. This is kind of absolutely beautiful. All right, you're going to probably take out 146 at this point in the nick of time. All right, you come over here to Apple. This thing is just consolidating, guys. I think it's only a matter of time until Apple starts moving up. And if Apple starts doing what Google does and breaks out, it's good. Like, we have the analog chart right here for what Apple is about to do if it breaks up. So, like, it's the same exact setup. This is why, like, I was trying to, you know, scream and shout. And if it does break down here, like, you know, buy that dip. Like, you don't have to do anything. But that is where I say, you know, it's completely free money if you're buying down here. It's Apple, guys. All right. If you're like contract wise, trade it like shares at that point. If you're willing to throw thousands on it, if you want to buy an app, don't gamble on short-term options if you get that opportunity. Just take the free money. All right. Just buy like, you know, 3 to 6 months out and ride that, or just like long term right here. I think, you know, that's a valid spot. If it happens, you're going to have a bullish divergence at that point, because I don't think that RSI is going to get back to 22 for, you know, probably years. It took, you know, years and years and years. That's why I say this is a major buying opportunity. But yeah, guys, I think we are still about to have a rip. I think there are charts that suggest that is going to be the case. Okay. But I told you I'm going to keep this video short. I think we did set a bear trap today. I'm going to be completely honest. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, but I think we're going to get that blow off top. So there's that. SMH, guys, you're right here in the golden pocket. You can come down here, but like, that's what I'm saying. If you sell, there's that, and I think you'd probably come back up. Now, if you're going to put in a lower high at that point, it's going to be like that. And then you're going to do that. Okay? And then you can do some crazy stuff. I do think, guys, all right, today's sell, no joke. Like, what the heck happened in the morning? What the heck is this thing? We haven't seen that type of action in quite some time. You saw that over here, and then you rocket shipped over there. But this is, it's quite volatile, guys. That was quite volatile. Within like 10 minutes, you dropped like a whole percent. We haven't seen that in quite some time. I'm just putting it out there. All right. It's not that like controlled sell-off kind of thing. Well, I mean, I don't know. It just tells me they can sell this thing like hard anytime they want. All right. Anytime they want, they could do, but they can also bid it up. So, you know, I'm just saying, guys, we're in consolidation. That's also something else I want to point out. QQQ. All right. You see what I have right here? 15 bars, 21 days, 3 weeks of consolidation in this 3% range, 3.5% range. Guys, we've seen similar action to this right here. All right. But that's like a month. All right. You know, but you can also say like something like this. All right. You had a 2.5% thing. Boom. And came down 2%. Right here. Pretty much just kinda. All right. You had your big move. So we've seen these consolidations before where you just kind of stay in this range for a while and then you break down from it and it's pretty violent. Or you break up. One or the other. Right here, you didn't really have, I'm not going to say a range. But, I mean, that's 2 weeks here. But regardless, right here, guys, you've been in the same 3.5% range for quite some time. You now have this pennant, beautiful pennant. You had the false breakdown today. I do think it's looking like you're going to be heading up from here. You came down, bounced right at support there, and then, you know, you guys can see what happened. And now we have a daily hammer candlestick with heavy volume. So it does look like we are going to be headed up. But I do want to point out, like, blow off top. This thing could get crazy. And how is it going to get crazy? I told you guys. Apple. We're talking Google. We're talking Nvidia has a conference next week. We're talking the Discord members. We're talking about this. And, yeah, guys, I think Sound is going to go for a ride next week. I think it's going to go with Nvidia conference. I think it has potential to come up here all the way into this golden pocket, at least up to 12 bucks. All right. So if you're buying down here, this is the break and retest. You kind of, this is your opportunity. You see how it's curling up? I think you're probably, I don't know what you did in after hours. Yeah, you're down here. So if it stays down here at open tomorrow, guys, this is kind of the break and retest opportunity to buy it. And I'm kind of considering doing this instead of just getting Nvidia because those contracts are so expensive. I just looked at the Sound contracts and they are ridiculously cheap. I just want to put that one out there. They're like crazy cheap. So yeah, if you're trying to play the conference, like you get the $10 strike for, 75 cents at your sauce at 75 bucks. You want to, if you were willing to put a rack on the Nvidia conference, you can get, what is that, 11 of those, 12 of those. There you go, guys. There's and also guess what? I already did the math for you guys. So 10 strike, you can expect those. So right over here, those went to like 200 bucks. So there's almost a 3x on your money right there. We're going to call it a 150% return right there. But what happens if you get up here? That is when you're probably going to have like $300 contracts if you have like a week's time on them and you get this run. Regardless, you catch this run with the $10 strike, you're looking at probably a 200 300% gain, just kind of guaranteed. If you can see price up here, you're buying the contracts at the 75-cent mark, like I was just pointing out. So that's just an idea for everyone. I do think you're probably doing this break and retest here, and I think you're going a lot higher over here. If Nvidia was buying into it and it already was up here, and if they're going to be speaking at the same conference as Nvidia, and I think Nvidia is running to 1,000, but risk to reward here on these Nvidia contracts, guys, I have discovered the past few, they're not worth it. Okay, like, well, they are worth it. Okay, I just I caught myself in consolidation, and I'm not proud of that. I'm not proud of that at all. I don't know. I literally caught myself in this consolidation. Did good on over here. I'm pretty sure did good right here, and then boom, right here, boom. VideoCon's died. If you're in them, you know what I'm talking about. But sound, so that's the idea over here on sound. I think you're gonna have a good time. Good time. So there's that. I do want to point out coin. All right, coin died right here. You stalled out resistance. You did not break out. I still do think you're going to go higher, but now you're coming over here, guys, between 210 and let's see where that is. 210, 225. That is your demand zone. So, keep it on watch. If you're interested in buying coin, there you go. Again, just pricey coin contracts. Then we can also talk about Mara. Mara has broken the golden pocket today. You broke between the 1876 level right here. All right, it's not exact, but we're going to call it 1875. You broke underneath it, and that was the 0.786. Guys, next support is going to be all the way down here. Now, I don't know what's going to happen with the Mara over there because you had that offering. They announced that they're going to have an offering, whatever it was. But Bitcoin over here, guys, you're like flipping the previous all-time high. I think you're probably going to keep trekking upwards. Maybe you don't trek upwards and maybe you pull back. But if that is going to be the case, then you're watching the support down here, which is going to align with the golden pocket right here. And worst case scenario, you come back and retest this $52,000 level. I don't think that's going to happen, though. I think you're probably going to run up to 80K. So that's why I say coin did announce that they were going to have the offering. So that is why this happening. But it's not like an actual offering. It's like a different one. It's like good for the company, I'm pretty sure. They can use this. It's not as bad as what Mara did over here and it just tanked the stock. I don't think so. But I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. But yeah, guys, Nvidia, I think $1,000 next week. So like what got me talking about these setups, guys? Positive like setups that are going to be moving the market higher next week. You got maybe next week, maybe Apple, you got Google, you got Nvidia, you have SPY just looks like it wants to go higher. Okay, into next week, and then guys, maybe we get that blow off top. We have PC next week. We have PAL, FOMC, and I'm pretty sure we have something else. I don't remember what it is off the top of my head. Regardless, guys, I think we're going higher. I don't know how much higher. I think that blow off top scenario is on the table. And then, guys, let's come down to the smaller time frames. I'm just going to point out you had, absolute chaos going on right here. You had all of this consolidation. You went for the fake out. Really, QQ? Really? But if you're just going to take this, all right, you kind of do have this falling wedge action going on right here. Is it falling wedge action? Or is it just a parallel channel if you just go like that? Yeah, it's the channel. All right, so you got a channel. So, you know, this, let's just say you didn't have the channel though. What the heck, dude? This is like a lot of consolidation here. A whole lot, whole week of consolidation. And that you had the false breakdown. I'm flabbergasted. But if you break up, it's going to be all the more powerful because I know people are sure off this. I know. But guys, you had like, you know, not like I'm just saying, guys, it's probably if you were going to short this thing, probably just be coming down to here. And then I think you probably aggressively bounce because of what I just showed you. I can show you over here on AMD, guys. You have that going on. But if you put on extended hours, you have the 4-hour RSI in like the same spot. You had this aggressive bounce last time. So I think you probably, like AMD, guys, I think that's a move. I'm not saying tomorrow, but it might be a move tomorrow on the 0DTs, but also for next week because you have the Nvidia conference. So, you know, chips, guys. I think chips are about to have a good time. I think that's the case. But I think them, Apple, you know, Google, Amazon, all right. SMCI over here being added to the S&P 500. I think it's on Monday. I think this is probably going to go a little bit higher on Monday. Next week, all right, another chip stock. IBM, guys, consolidating. You have this range here, okay? I'm just putting it out there. I think you're going to break up. I think you're going to get all the way up here. I don't know when that happened, but there's a good shot it happens next week. All right, maybe you come back and retest at the 192 level, and I will take a shot at that guy again because, guys, you're right near all-time highs. Now, I'm also going to, over here, guys, Microsoft. Does this thing look like it's not going to go higher tomorrow? I think we're going higher tomorrow, okay? I think it's pretty clear we're going higher tomorrow. You come over here to DIA. I think it's pretty clear we're going higher tomorrow. Bull flag breakout. Boom, boom, boom. Not looking too shabby over here. Really not. All right, guys. So that is what I got for you today. SPY, level-wise, take off extended hours. And we're going to come over here. Now, keep in mind, what the heck is this thing? You guys want to see a thing? That is a thing. That is a thing. All right, there you go. All right, unfortunately, I had to work 10 to 8 today. So I was doing things from the iPad. And I don't even think I had this golden pocket up right there. I just saw this channel or this rising wedge breakdown. But this is absolute beautiful price action. And this is why I preach the golden pocket, guys. This is why on this channel, we're going to keep everything simple. All right, the way I like to do things is keeping everything simple, which I'm also gonna tell you guys right now. I'm putting my hand into the futures basket. It's starting. All right, I'm excited for it. You know, from the way I'm understanding it, I can make $500 every dollar move on SPY with one ES mini contract. Am I right? Let me know, guys, down in the comments. I think I'm right on that one. Now, the question I have for someone, anybody who trades futures, is if I make that 500, so let's just say contract is $500, the ES mini contract. All right, this guy right over here. Okay. So I'm going to be obviously watching SPY. Guys, I can catch these dollar moves, but also like these aggressive moves, they happen more often than not. And somehow, you know, the simple stuff is what kind of catches this stuff. Okay. And you can continuously catch stuff off of just demand and stuff like that. You could catch scalps all day long from how I'm understanding this. And if you're just willing to trade the fees, you could just keep trading. It doesn't matter. It's not like a cash account or nothing like that. So yeah, so $500. If you go up $1, I make $500 because, you know, I think it's I don't remember. Okay, either way, someone told me it was $500 if it goes up. SPY goes up $1. If I'm buying one futures contract, like the ES mini contract on margin, I could do it with $500. All right, so hypothetically speaking, you got that going on, the one contract. My question is, if it goes down $1 against me, do I lose the $500, stops me out of the trade, or does it start eating into my account? All right. If I fund the account with $2,000 and it goes down all right, $4 against me, is it gonna just boom, margin call, liquidated? Like if I have $5,000 in the account, $10 against me, is that boom, liquidated? Now, obviously, no, I'm not gonna, 100%. There's gonna be if this is a possibility on the table, 100%. Dollar stop loss is just, that's max loss every single time. I'm gonna start with scalps. That is my plan. But also, if I see stuff like this, I'll take this all day long. Okay, if I see this stuff, if there's really no theta, if it's how I'm understanding it and it's like this, all right, if I can have a $2,000 account and then do that and just work on just hey, trying to catch these moves, like literally picture perfect plays like this, all right, and then boom bop bing, guys, they happen like every single day. I'm just putting it out there. You had the bearish divergence going on right here. You could have, if you really wanted to, you could have taken this little thing right here, and that would have, to my understanding, that's $250 right there. You could find little things like this all day long, these little just breakdowns. You can scalp these futures, and I'm hyped for it. Okay, I'm really hyped for it, guys. We called the price action all day freaking long. I'm really hyped to just not have to deal with any theta. And if it's the way I'm making it sound and how I'm understanding, I'm a fan. Okay, as long as you're playing with the stop loss, then I'm a fan of how this trade in ES is going to go. I'm excited. All right, so there's that. All right, guys, but yeah, I'm bullish. I'm sorry, guys. I don't want to, just be bullish again, but I'm not going to, come on here and not show you guys the price action. I was just as surprised as you guys. All right, what the heck is this? I mean, it's picture perfect after the fact, but if you didn't have this golden pocket up, you got sucked into this thinking this, oh, now you're coming down to support, or at least, well, right here it kind of is also the break and retest off of where you broke up right over there. So you had some confluence going on right there, but I'm just putting it out there. All of this rising wedge consolidation going on here, just tightening up, boom, false breakdown. Well, guys, this could be taking liquidity down here and getting ready for the move up here, and then it takes liquidity up here with the pull off top, and it gets everybody involved, and then boom, it goes down there. All right, so like something crazy could happen, and I'm just putting it out there. Like, you have a giant bullish engulfing candlestick right here. You had the bearish engulfing candlestick, but then that giant bearish engulfing candlestick got engulfed by the giant bullish engulfing candlestick with heavy volume. Understandable, it's end of the day volume, but this was also end of the day volume, if I'm not mistaken. So that's that. All right, guys. That is what I got for you. This thing looks bullish to me. You did come down to support right there. All right. But I will point out this. I mean, you're kind of holding it, but I'm not really going to say you're holding the golden pocket. You slipped underneath it. It's it's picture perfect over here in SPY. Now, guys, SPY and QQ, they kind of move in perfect synchrony. I'm just saying they have a lot of the same components. All right. That is why that is the case. That is the only reason that is the case. Coming over here to IWM, just going to do some quick TA on IWM for you guys, for any IWM traders. All right. You don't have the third touch, so you can't really call this rising wedge or a falling wedge here. All right. You need you need 3 touches on one side. You need 2 touches on the other side to make that a valid one. You do have this going on. So you can watch this descending parallel channel for a breakout, and it could go something like this. If you break up here, could get rejection at this trend line, go like that. All right, maybe something like that, and then you get an explosive move. I have absolutely no idea. Get the blow off top scenario, IWM could be a big participant. Am I saying it goes this? No, I'm not. I'm saying it could do that. All right, boom, 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 boom. So something like that. While SPY goes something like that into Monday, into next week, whenever we have the whatever it's called, FOMC, PCE, all right, into these catalysts. What if these catalysts are going to be the thing that sells us off? I'm just putting it out there. They could sell this thing at any point, but a lot of people are bearish on it, and we haven't had a blow off top. And I was thinking about it today, so that's why I want to take the time to talk about it. Today's video, we're gonna just take the time because fresh out of work. We're I'm gonna make nachos after this. I'm pretty hyped about that one. I'm excited. All right. I've been eating a pound of meat, guys, for a while now, and I'm gonna try and put as much of that pound of meat on my nachos as possible tonight. That is the move. That is the move. Let me know, guys, gym goers down there. Do you guys try and eat like what's it called? Gram of protein per body weight? Is that a thing that I should be doing? I am trying to, like, lean out, but I feel like, guys, I've actually been bulking. All right, I've been staying at pretty much the same weight, but strength has been going through the roof. So I've definitely not been in a caloric deficit. Definitely not. But I will say, all right, I'm seeing veins and stuff like that, and I'm seeing, my legs are getting absolutely bulbous. I'm up to the 65s now on reverse lunges. I just got today, or no, it was yesterday. I'm working towards my first pistol squat, guys. That is something that's just very tough. I will tell you right now, if you can do a pistol squat, let me know. I don't think there's anybody in the comments that can do a pistol squat, but let me know if you can. All right, because there probably is, actually. But are you going to say anything? Look at IBM right here, guys. This actually looks picture perfect, if you ask me. You already got the retest down here. This looks picture perfect. I'm just putting out here. I don't think you're going to come all the way down here to 188.95. That's what I was referring to before. But, this looks really good right now. This is the golden pocket. You're like, there's another trade idea for you right there. I wasn't even trying. I was just, talking about, the gym and stuff. But yeah, legs, guys. Get them bulbous legs. Get the bulbous legs. But yeah, I was doing 15 for each leg. All right, where you pause at the bottom. Holy sweet baby Jesus, my grip gave out before my legs. But yeah, I'm up to the 65s now. I'm hyped. I was not doing this. I just steadily am going up. I'm so hyped. So my goal for, like, I think it was like my 6-month goal, I've achieved in like 2 months. Or I'm gonna have achieved it. I'm gonna do 12 reps each side on the 70s reverse lunges. And I just figured, when I wrote that in the journal, I just figured that I would have bulbous looking legs, like massive legs. Like, anybody who can do that, because look at it this way. First of all, stability wise, you got strong ankles, feet, like that. I had my left foot was like injured for a while, my ankle, my foot. So I had to go through PT for that. So anybody who could, do that, I feel like your muscles over there, your stability muscles, they would strengthen as well. And then your hip muscles, those are good as well. And then, you're pausing on the ground. Like, anybody who could do that, you have a powerful butt, okay? Like, as a man, that's power to me. That's, in my eyes, if you got like a strong, if you can move weight, you got nice legs and butt, that's the power. That's the drive right there, right? I haven't squatted in the longest, but I feel like right now I could squat so much weight. All right. Either way, I'm hyped. All right. I'm hyped. I'm up to curling wise, perfect form. All right. Come back from the wrist injury, come back from the shoulder injury. All right. We're up to 30s right now. I'm up to each side 17. We got 17 and a half clean ass reps. Pardon my French. That was also yesterday. I'm hyped. Those were my two like weaknesses, was like the wrist strength. I've been strengthening, grip strength pretty much. Actually every day I've been working on grip strength, now that I think about it. Not off days. Not off days. I've been doing 2 days on, 1 day off, 2 days on, 1 day off for the longest time. I don't even know. It's been like, I don't know. It's been like years since I came back. I don't know. All right, guys. With that being said, sorry, I just rant. I didn't even rant about the gym. That was a positive rant. There we go. All right. Congrats. Hit the that was easy button for you guys. If you hit the gym today, if you smash some PRs today, there you go. Keep it up. Keep up the good work. Guys in the market, if you're working towards something, keep up the good work. All right. I appreciate you guys. Appreciate the time. And with that being said, I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.